The neti pot is a wonderful tool for clearing the breathing passageway. Both in yoga and Ayurveda, the lungs and sinuses are of utmost importance as they bring prana from the external environment into our body to energize and nourish each cell. The neti pot is used to flush excess mucus, congestion, and debris out of the sinuses and clean and open the passageways. It can help with seasonal allergies, hay fever, congestion of the lung and sinuses, coughs and colds, as well as any excess accumulations of kapha in those areas. Kapha first accumulates in the lungs and sinuses, but congestion can also be caused by vata or pitta. The heat and dryness can dry out the mucous membrane and cause difficulty in breathing. The neti pot is filled with warm, non-chlorinated water. The chlorine can burn the mucous membrane, so be careful to use either bottled water, well water, or distilled water. Make sure that it's about body temperature. And then add 1/4 to 1/8 of a teaspoon of non-iodized sea salt. The grain of the crystal will determine the amount that you use. A larger grain will take about 1/4 of a teaspoon. A smaller grain will only take about 1/8 of a teaspoon. You should feel very little sensation as the water moves through the sinuses. If there's any burning, there's one of 3 things wrong. Either there's chlorinated water, there's too much salt, or too little salt. We want the concentration of the salt water to be identical to that of the body. So once you've filled your neti pot with warm water, add sea salt, stir it in, give it a moment to mix in thoroughly, and then take the spout of the neti pot and place it to one nostril and tilt your head so that it's parallel to the sink or bowl that you'll be pouring the water to. Begin pouring the water through the top nostril. It will flow up and through the bottom nostril, carrying out any debris, congestion, or dirt that has accumulated there. Once you've poured all the water through the sinuses, you can blow the nose, clearing out excess water, then refill the neti pot and switch sides. Again, once you bring the neti pot up to the nostrils, recognize that you'll need to be breathing through the mouth as you pour water through the sinuses. The tip of the chin is very important. If you have the chin tipped too far forward, the water won't move up through the sinus. If you have the nostril or the head tipped back too far, the water will run back down the throat instead of out the bottom nostril. So try to position the head so that it's parallel to the floor or to the sink, and then place the spout of the neti pot into the top nostril so that it fits firmly, and then begin pouring the water through, and it should run through gently and easily. If there's blockages, it may take some time. So take a few deep breaths, relax, and allow the neti pot to do its magic. Good morning. This is a kapha balancing massage routine for those with a kapha imbalance, with a kapha constitution, or a morning routine for springtime, the kapha season. We're going to start with a vigorous massage of the head, neck, and shoulders. Kapha is the heaviness, the coolness, the sluggishness, the density. And we want to lighten and clear and move the tissues of the head, neck, and shoulders. So we'll start by tipping upside down to massage the scalp, the neck, and shoulders. This way the muscles of the arms and shoulders don't become strained or constricted due to lifting them overhead. So when we massage the scalp, we're going to use the fingertips and vigorously move the tissue of the scalp. So pretend you're massaging or shampooing the hair, but actually wiggling the tissues around as you do it. Let's try it out. Go ahead and tip over, bend forward, bring the fingertips to your scalp, and start to massage with up and down strokes of your hands. Use the fingertips across the top of the head. And then work your way all the way from the back of the head to the front of the head near the forehead. And then work your fingertips down the sides of the head, working down towards the ears. Again, really try and move the tissues. Now move the fingertips from the side of the head near the ears all the way to the back of the neck, to the occiput. And then use the whole palm of the hand to massage the head. Work your way again from the back of the head to the front of the head. And now bring your hands down to the neck. Interlace your fingers and start to squeeze the muscles of the neck and shoulder between your palms. After a few squeezes, take your thumbs on either side of the spine and press the thumbs on either side of the spine, moving all the way down the neck and then back up the neck. And then use the fingertips and the palms to squeeze and knead the shoulders. Go ahead and squeeze and knead the sides of the neck. And then continue squeezing and kneading anywhere else that feels good in your neck and shoulders. And then one more time, bring the fingertips to the scalp. Vigorous, vigorous, vigorous. And then take loose fists and just tapote on the head. So pretend you've got a little drum here. This stimulates the blood flow. And then we're going to slowly come back up to standing. So place your hands on top of your knees. Start to lift your torso upright. Slide your hands up. Take a moment to fix your hair and to readjust. You may feel a little lightheaded at this time from all the lightness and the blood moving back down into your body. And then we'll take a seat. Take a comfortable seat and we'll do a facial massage here. We need a little bit of massage oil. For Vata and Kapha, sesame oil is a wonderful warming base. For Pittas, a little more cooling, almond, coconut, or sunflower oil. Place it in a small container and add a few drops of essential oils to your liking. For the Kapha season, rosemary, eucalyptus, fir, orange, lemon, or juniper are appropriate for clearing out excess kapha. Mix in a few drops with your oil base, apply a little bit to the fingertips, and then rub briskly between the hands. Now bring the hands up to the forehead. We'll do 3 sweeps of the face, going from the forehead down the sides of the face and all the way off the neck and chest. 3 times. Bring the fingertips up to the eyebrows and make circles. 5 circles. Hold the fingertips across the eyebrows and press the fingertips in, stimulating marma points to help relieve the sinuses. And then slowly walk the fingers out to the side of the eyebrows and the temples. Massage the fingertips in gentle circles over the temples. And then bring the fingertips below the eyes to the bones of the eye and cheekbone. Press in to stimulate marma points here. Walk the fingertips out along the cheekbones all the way to the ears. Bring the index finger to the sides of the nostrils. Press in to stimulate the marma point here. Bring the fingertip just underneath the cheekbone and press in again. Make sweeps of the upper lip and sweeps of the chin. Pinching between the thumb and first finger, moving the tissue underneath the jawbone to help move the lymphatic system. Bring the palms of the hands to the cheeks and make big circles. Move the palms up to the temples and make big circles. And then do 5 sweeps of the forehead. Make V's with the first 2 fingers and slide the fingers along either side of the ear and then move up and down vigorously. Massage the whole earlobe with small circles, pinching between the thumb and first finger. Massage all the way up the ears and then come back down. Take the fingertips to the inside of the ear and massage. And then back to your V-strokes. This really helps to move the lymphatic system right here along the neck and throat. Bring the hands back up for 3 more sweeps, coming all the way down the face, the throat, to the chest. And then pause for a moment, bring your hands to your lap, take a deep breath. And notice the difference from your massage. We'll now move on to a eucalyptus steam. Have a pot of boiling water ready and a few drops of eucalyptus oil. You can pour this directly in the pot or place on a cotton ball. Pour the drops into the water. And then take a small or large towel, and you're going to bring this over the head to capture the steam so you can take it in through the sinuses with deep breaths through both nostrils. Take deep breaths in through the nose, trying to draw the steam and the essential oil up into the sinuses to clear, lighten, and uplift. You can steam for anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes, longer for kaphas, shorter time for pitta and vata. After you finish with your eucalyptus steam, You can take your towel, dip it in the warm water, wring it out, and then use it as a compress for the face. So you can compress on the neck and jaw, over the cheekbones, over the forehead, and then over the entire face. After you finish with your eucalyptus steam and compress, then it's time for Nasya drops. You can use plain sesame oil or a formula specially mixed with herbs for the sinuses. You can place 3 to 5 drops in each nostril. You can do this either in a seated position, or you can lie down to allow the drops to penetrate deeper into the sinuses. As you put the drops into the nostril, take a nice deep breath in to draw them up through the sinuses. And you're off to a wonderful start to your springtime morning. So an evening practice, a dinacharya for high vata, would be using a warm oil massage to calm the body. Warm oil again has the opposite qualities of vata. It's warm, it's moist, it's heavy, it's still. So you could get a small bottle of oil, appropriate for your constitution. For vata and kapha, that would be sesame oil. And for pitta, a more cooling oil like coconut, almond, or sunflower oil. You could place the oil in a sink of warm water to warm it up to about body temperature, and then give yourself a full body oil massage. You could spend a little extra time on all of the joints, doing circles where the large concentrations of nerves are, and then long strokes on the rest of the body up and down to help the lymphatic system and help move circulation through the body. You could spend a little time on the center of the body, doing clockwise circles over the abdomen, circles over the heart center, and even massaging the top of the head and the scalp. So the warm oils will help to bring heaviness to the body and help calm the nervous system. And then you can follow with a warm bath or a hot shower to help the oils penetrate into the body. When you don't have time for a full body massage, just oiling the soles of the feet, the top of the head, will help to calm the nerve endings and can go a long ways towards helping you settle into a good night's sleep. If you have a tendency towards restless sleep, you could also have a nice warm milk drink. Half a cup of warm milk of your choice, cow's milk, rice milk, almond milk, whatever you prefer, with half a teaspoon of ghee, which is clarified butter, and then a few spices, cardamom, ginger, nutmeg, and maybe a little bit of raw sugar for a sweetener. The nutmeg has heavy caustic qualities and can help to induce sleep. And then the warmth of the ghee and the heaviness of the ghee and the milk can help to really relax the nervous system and drop you into a deep state of sleep.